Fairy tales can come true. They can happen to you if you're young at heart.
Hello! So yes, I'm very, very late in doing this vlog, which I have been told I have to say vlog and not vlog. That's how technologically crap I am with this stuff. My friend said he will disown me if I say vlog one more time. So, welcome to the fourth vlog. Sorry, it's so late. I'm clearly not keeping to a schedule at all anymore. I haven't had any time alone because Morgan is on half-term holiday, so he's here in-house working on his schoolwork before he goes back next week, and he's gone to help a friend move house today, so I've had the flat to myself all afternoon. But I was so tired that I fell asleep and haven't made the most of it, so he's about to walk through the door, and I thought I'd quickly bash out this vlog. So what's been happening? We went to England last week. Sorry, I look like a tramp today, but I couldn't decide which of my 3 jumpers to wear. So I've gone for Snuggly, and I have actually just washed my hair, but it looks hideous. If you can see, this is the result of the défilé, the fashion show that I did. Basically, they backcombed my hair, and now I have all these tufts, which I knew was going to happen at the time, and I was watching him backcombing it thinking, you're going to rip my hair out, of course because it's coloured, so it's really weak. So yeah, back to tufty hair, and there we go, I'll have to grow again. Yeah, so we went back to England finally. I got to see my family and my friends, and it was so nice, and Morgan came with me. That was just 5 days, so once again, like, couldn't see everybody. But it was lovely and great to just get out of Paris. It has really been starting to take its toll, the weather in Paris. It's been cold for 3 months. Don't know if that's an exaggeration, but it feels like 3 months or more. I didn't realise how much it was affecting me, but the last time it got warm for like 2 days, and it was 12, 13 degrees outside, and I was ecstatic. I felt like I was on holiday. And today, finally, actually it was yesterday, it got warm again after going home to England and it being even colder than Paris. It started to get warm again. So I am just revelling in not wearing 50,000 layers in the house and being freezing cold, but I still have my big fluffy socks on in the house, and I am wearing 3 tops, but I have the window open, which is a revelation in itself, really, to not have the heating on and have the window open. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and that's just reminded me because I just had a knock at the door about 5 minutes ago, and this arrived, which is a lovely little plant pot with flowers and roses, which is so sweet. And I already knew it was coming because Morgan had to tell me last night that it hadn't arrived, and the guy's excuse at the door was, normally it's yesterday, oui, je comprends, but they had too many people. Well, obviously it's Valentine's Day, so maybe they should have employed extra delivery men, but anyway, it's arrived now. Very cute, and I just bought Morgan some Baileys as a treat because it's a lot more expensive here than it is in England. So that was a little treat for us when he's already drunk like half a bottle. Bless him, drinks it like a milkshake. And I went to work last night as well, but it was a really nice, fun night at work. Even though we didn't have too many people in, we all got given a rose and took silly pictures and things, so yeah, it was nice. And when I came home, Morgan had cooked me a pizza and chips, and I scoffed it all because it was Valentine's Day, why not? And also, some people have commented, not many people, but a few people have commented that I lost weight, and I think because we hadn't seen each other for like a week. My friend yesterday commented that I've lost a lot of weight since the summer, and it's true, I actually have, and I don't really know how I've done it. I think I mentioned it before. Being home for a week and drinking and eating out all the time, I already put like a kilo back on, but I think I've lost like 5 kilos. I'm wearing baggy clothes now, so I really look a bit thinner than I am. But yeah, I'm quite happy this week. So it's going to be interesting now we start to work less, whether I'm going to be able to maintain it. But I have something which may help that. Very smooth segue into my other news, which is that as of today, I am live on the website Get Sporty as a personal trainer in Paris. So, woohoo, finally, I can start training and start to sort of mutate my career a little bit and go towards what I actually did my training in last year. It's been a really, really long process just to get to this point. Much harder than I thought it would be, much harder than if I was in England and I just went to a gym and said, please can I have an interview, and sent out a few CVs and started working in a gym or started doing marketing in England, because obviously I can't express myself as well as I'd like to. But actually I'm getting there, and I worked really hard this week to practice for a trial that I had this morning with the bosses there, because they wanted to check that I was suitable to teach. And obviously I had to teach in French, which is in some ways easier because you can structure what you need to say a little bit more. So I did an introduction in French, asking them how they're feeling, do they have any injuries, if they didn't understand anything, to let me know what we were going to work on, and how the session was going to run. So that was quite nice. But there's a lot of words in French related to sports and training that aren't the same as English. For example, hamstring is ischio-jambier, which is a bit of a mouthful, which I've got down now. Circuit training is entraînement circuit. Just trying to say it properly now, so nobody tells me off. Yeah, so it's been a long journey, and I've had to go in for rendezvous at the company offices and speaking French, and I feel really proud of myself, but it just reminds me every time how much further I've got to go. And I keep on dabbling with the idea of taking lessons in French, but because I'm pushing myself on my own, me and Morgan are speaking more and more French in the house when I'm not being lazy. I'm learning new phrases, new verbs every day, so I am still getting an education even without paying for it. The problem I have, I think, is construction and grammar probably, and that's something that I do need to work on either in a classroom or online and actually concentrate on, because I'm a visual learner and I need to see it written down to know what the hell's going on. There's some things that I just don't get in French that I think I could really benefit with some lessons. But I have a French friend, Annelise, who has offered to teach me French in exchange for beer, which is great, and I am even happy to pay her for lessons to take up her time. And I speak with Morgan at home, and I started watching Friends in French. The only thing is I can't find Friends on the internet in French with subtitles. But I've realised that watching it now, I actually understand so much more than I did when I first saw French TV. So that in itself is quite encouraging. I feel like I am getting there eventually, slowly, like a snail. And our dance captain is away at the moment at Caesar Palace, and she's gone to Australia to get married. So her replacement's French, and we've also had another boy replacement who's Italian but speaks fluent French. So the ratio of English to French has really changed, and I've been forcing myself to speak French with them as well, which has been a great opportunity, and hopefully we can keep it like that in the future as well. What else? Tomorrow me and Morgan are going for a nice date night, which doesn't happen very often, because his mum has offered, has given us for Christmas, our Christmas present, like a gastronomic gift voucher. So we're going to go to Blue Elephant, which is a Thai place in Paris, and they have one in London as well, and I've always been interested in going there. So we're going to go for dinner tomorrow night and stuff ourselves silly, which is going to be really nice because we don't have to pay the bill, woohoo! So that was a little Valentine's Day treat. I've been trying to read more as part of my New Year's resolution, and I read a really, really good, going to sound sad, but self-help book, which I will just grab. I can find it. Here it is. are a badass, how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. Which sounds really American and really kind of ick, but it was such a good book, and I think I'm actually going to read it again, which like I never do. I never ever read books twice because it's hard enough reading the book once. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a lot of sort of airy-fairy to do with the universe, laws of attraction, The Secret, and what you ask for will be given. But it's also just a great book for giving you a kick up the bum and telling you to get on with shit so that you don't waste your life being mundane and things that scare you, which is a thing that's really been part of my life recently in France. A lot of situations for me that didn't used to be are now very scary because they have the language barrier, and I get very nervous speaking to people in French, whether I'm going to understand them, answering the telephone, getting my point across, going anywhere to do anything can be a challenge. And this book has been really helpful in just giving me a kick up the arse and saying, just do it, because you might be scared to do it and you might make a fool of yourself, but would you rather do it and make a fool of yourself and potentially succeed, or don't do it and just carry on living a safe, boring life because you were too afraid to give it a go? So that's really, really helped me. And if anybody feels like they need to kick up the bum, read this. And I've also decided to order quite a few books on business because I don't know a lot about business and I don't have time to go to school and do a business degree. I've learned quite a few things myself, like making a website, and now I'm looking to find out how to get my website to the top of Google so people actually see it, how to use Instagram and Facebook properly, because I found like I've become quite frustrated with social media recently because I can't create followings, and I think I probably need to write bilingually on my Facebook page for my business and things like that. So, sorry, distracted by how hideous this top is. Let's take it off. That's better. All in black. Yeah, I feel like I need to learn stuff. So rather than just bumbling along doing the same old stuff, I'm going to buy some books and learn some stuff about marketing, social media, SEO, and if I can't understand it and I find it too difficult, I think I will pay somebody to help me, because there's no point struggling along when someone who does this thing professionally can do it. But it would be good to learn myself, so I'm going to try and give it a go first. And along with that, I need to buy some more equipment, which is something that I've been putting off because we live in this tiny apartment, and we will probably have to move again very shortly. And because we still don't know if we're going down south or not, hasn't been officially decided, we don't know if we should take another short-term let or if we should be looking for something to stay in for a year or more in Paris. So we have to move around a lot, and every time we move we have to pack up our whole lives, which isn't that much, but for two people to carry it's still a lot. Take it down 5 flights of stairs and ship it across Paris and then set it up again. So me buying weights and kettlebells and medicine balls isn't really helping, but if I want to provide a good service for people to work out, I'm going to have to invest in a few bits and bobs extra. I can't buy a whole gym's worth of weights, but I can have a couple of varying amounts. And I have resistant bands, which are awesome because they can be varying weights and you can add them together to create more or less. So that's cool because they're really light. So yeah, I'm going to invest and buy business books and some more gym stuff. And I hope if I start to get clients, I'm going to buy myself some nice new gym wear as well, so I feel nice and professional. Oh, a little update on the ankle. I'm still having physio on my ankle. I am finding it much easier to dance with. I think that's because we're doing much less work now. We've got much fewer shows. And I went for a run for the first time in like 3 months, a couple of days ago. And it was very painful and it made me really worried. But I wanted to test it out. And I was also going to check out the outdoor gyms in Paris. And there's one that's about a 15-minute run away down by the river, which is awesome. It has loads of machines and bars and space and stairs and all sorts of things to make a really cool outdoor workout. So I ran there, and it was so painful I had to stop and walk, and then I ran again a bit. But when it actually warmed up, it started feeling a lot better, and I haven't had any repercussions. So I think that's just something that I need to ease it back into. I was thinking about finishing with physio because I've had my 20 seances now. But I went 2 days ago, and he started to work on my back and sort of explained where my tight points are in my back, something to do with the nerve in my leg that goes down to my ankle. So I asked the doctor for an extension, so I'm going to continue seeing my physio because I am still having a lot of problems plying my feet. One obviously is fine, and the other one can't move very well. So if I can get that for free on the equivalent of the NHS, then I'm going to continue to go. So that's everything, I think, finally up to date, and I will try to do another vlog very soon. So I'm going to sign off before Morgan comes back with shopping, and see you next time. Bye!